So hello guys, welcome to Lisika Tech YouTube channel. Today is the second day of Python with DSA. So let's start our class. Okay, so let's start with condition. Okay, yesterday we learned about how to take input from the user, how to assign value inside the variable, right? So what do you mean? Let's revise this concept once more. Okay, for example, what is assigning value inside the variable? For example, let's take a box. Okay, this is the box. Okay, let me take a bigger box. Okay, so this is the box. Okay, now there is a ball. Okay, and there is a sketchboard, or maybe many things are there. For example, there is a there is a letter that is ready. Okay, okay, now these are the things, right? This is one thing, two things, three things are there. Now let's take as a, this is a variable, right? Variable. Okay, let's take this. Okay, so this is a variable, and now if I want to put these objects inside this box, let's put a ball inside the box. Okay, so we put ball inside the box. Okay, so what is this? This is the value or the object, right? Sorry, value. That's the same thing happening. Like for example, let's name this box as A. Okay, so A is equals to 0, or A is equals to ready, right? So this is the things, this is the what, this is the value, and this is the variable, right? Now let's start today. And what is the, let me explain another thing, that is the input. What is the input? So input is that, for example, we have put a box, and this is the empty box. We didn't have any objects. Okay, now we have provided this object to a person. Okay, so now this person, we have given to the person. Now this person can put anything inside this box, right? So this is the user input. So this is the user. Now user can put anything inside this box, right? Now inside this box, so that is the user input. Okay, now you got the concept of was taking the input from the user, and what is the variable and value. Now let's understand. Now the next topic comes, that is condition. Okay, this is the condition. Now what is the condition? Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, for example, you have only 30 rupees. Okay, for example, you have only 30 rupees. Okay, 30 money. Now if you want to travel from one place to another, for example, this is the place A and this is the place B. Okay, now you have to travel from A to B, right? From A to B. Now this is, for example, this is 3 kilometer. Okay, this is a 3 kilometer road. Okay, now you have only 30 rupees. Now you took a auto or a taxi, and taxi cost you 20 rupees, right? 20 rupees. So you have 30 rupees, then you can travel, right? Because the taxi cost is only 20 rupees. So you can travel with from A to B with help of taxi, because you have 30 rupees and the taxi cost is only 20. Now for example, and there is another person who has only 15 rupees. Okay, 15 money. Now 15 money, so he cannot travel from A to B because taxi cost is 20 rupees. So he having less 5 rupees. So this is the condition. If you have the appropriate money to travel or to expend on the taxi, then only you will able to travel from A to B, right? If you don't have that money, if you don't have the money, then you will not able to travel from A to B. So this is the condition. If you have something, means if you having that condition, means what is this condition? This is, what is the condition in this? The condition is that you should have 20 rupees to travel from A to B. But if you don't have that means you cannot travel from A to B. So that's the thing, you should have 20 rupees. That is the condition. Let's go to the code, and now this is our yesterday codes, right? So I think everybody build the simple calculator. Okay, let me tell you how to build this simple calculator. Okay, let me tell you, complete this task first. Okay, so what was I am saying, that is you have to take two input, right? For example, number 1. Okay, number 1, and int, because of converting string from integer, right? Input, and saying enter the first number. Okay, enter the first number, and then number 2, that is for example num2, number 2 short form, int input, enter the second number, right? Now, so what is the task? That is, you have to find calculation or calculator, right? So first we're going to find the sum, right? So sum num1 plus num2, right? Now minus num1 minus num2, right? Now multiplication num1 into num2, right? Now division, div is equals to num1 divide num2. Okay, now there is remainder. Okay, so num1 remainder num2. Okay, now you can, now this is the calculator, simple calculator. Okay, so so it is connecting. So let's code another thing, that is you have to print, for example print sum. Okay, then it will print sum, right? So now if you want to assign art in text with the value, how you can do that? Simply put f, then after that is a double exclamation marks, right? Now, so what is this f condition? That is, f is a function, we f and then we are putting exclamation mark, and inside this let's say something, that is this is the sum of two number, right? Two number. Now if I put the variable name like this, then it will not work. So to know Python that sum is not a simple sentence, it is the variable. How can do that? Simply do like this. Okay, and inside this just put the sum. Then if I put this simple running that. Okay, now if I put 5 and then 5, see what is that? This sum of two number is 10. So I missed it, so is 10. Okay, so see, this is the thing. So I can do same thing with the minus, right? Simple. So minus, so same thing will happen. Instead of sum, I'm going to put the minus variable, right? So if you want to see if that is the thing, see if I selected the minus, it is also selected the this variable name, right? So that is the thing. So I think you understand what is simple calculator I told you to do. Okay, now if I place my 5 and now 7, see it will show 12 and another is minus 2. Okay, so let's start with condition. I think you understand what is I told about the condition, that if you have 30 rupees then you can travel, because the taxi cost is only 20 rupees, right? So first what is the condition? If you want to travel from A to B, the cost is 20, right? Now let's assume that, for example, you have 30 rupees, right? Now for condition we use if condition. If you have greater than symbol, this is the if greater than symbol. If is greater than 20, then this is the this symbol you should have to use for, this is the syntax. Okay, so this is the syntax. If u is greater than 20, then you can travel, right? So yes, you can travel, right? Yes, you can travel. Okay, so now another thing, if it doesn't have 20, for example if he has greater than 20, then he can travel. If he doesn't have greater than 20, then what will happen? So you can say elif. Okay, elif is a condition, another condition. Okay, so and instead if I want to say that if greater than 20 he can travel, without that he cannot travel, right? If less than 20 he cannot travel. So simply we can else, and in else there is no condition. Okay, see we have put some condition is in if syntax, but in else there is no condition, only print, okay, only the command, okay. For example, you can't travel, okay. So this is the else statement, okay. Now if I print, see what will be the output. See, yes, you can travel because you have 30 rupees, okay. Now let's make this more exciting. Let's take instead of let's take the input, okay. So how we can take the input? Simple, I already told you yesterday, right? Input, enter the money you have, okay, you have. So now if I put this, see, if I tell that is the 20, see, it will say you cannot travel, okay. So why it is showing? I already told you that if taxi cost is only 20 rupees, but when you have 20 but it's showing you cannot travel, why? You see what is the error? Because we have only used if your money is greater than 20, then only it will print yes you can travel, but we have to use equal to sign also. So now what is this? If your money is greater than 20 and equal to 20, so this condition means this if greater than 20 or equal to 20. So now if I run this, see, if I run this, if I tell that is a 20, now what, sorry, I use a symbol, okay, that was my mistake. So if I use 20, now see, yes you can travel, right? So did you guys understand what I just did? So what is else part? If that condition doesn't support, then else. But let's assume that if you have 19 rupees instead of 20, for example, you need to travel, extremely needy, you are extremely needy, then you can request the taxi person that I am very needy person, so you can you manage 1 rupee. So that is, here comes the another condition. So taxi member can accept your condition, right? So another condition is that else if, okay. So in else if, so it is a shorter form if else if. So there is another condition, that is if, and that is else if. So instead of else if, we are putting elif. So in elif also we can put condition, okay. So what is the condition? If your money is less than, is greater than or equal to, okay, simply equal to 19. Now what is this? See, what is this symbol? Equal to mane means yes, your money should absolutely equal to 19. It should not be less or it should not be greater than 19, okay. Absolutely should be the 19. So then only it will print yes, okay, you can give me 1 rupee later, okay. So simple thing. So this is the thing, okay. Let's assume you have only 19 rupees, okay. So see, now yes, okay, you can give 1 rupee later, okay. Let's travel, okay. So this is the thing. So this is the if condition. I think you got the understanding what is the condition, okay, statement, right? So for example 7, so it is showing you cannot travel, right? So I think it should be till if condition. I think you guys should practice. Let me give you another assessment, okay. So you should find that if you have 30 $300, okay, then only you can travel to Egypt, okay. So now find, okay, and if you don't have $300, you okay. So if you doesn't have $300 but less than $300, you can ask your friend, okay, ask to your friend, okay, friend. So he told you that he can only give you $50. So tell me what are the condition are there, then you can travel to Egypt, okay. So what will be the 2 condition or 3 condition? What are the conditions should be there so that you can travel to Egypt? What are the condition is there that you cannot travel to can't travel to Egypt, okay. So do this program, okay. This is the task for today, and let me show you another thing, that if condition. else if condition, that is for advanced concept. That is, let me show you. Okay, I think you got the idea of if else condition and the condition statement. So let me tell you another thing. For example, if you have same thing I am doing, but let's do another condition, that is instead of using elif we can do if. So let me tell you, okay, let me show you another thing, that is, let me do another thing, that is same condition. Okay, for example, if you have greater than equal to, okay, that means if you have greater than 90 rupees or equal to 90 rupees, then you can travel, right? So let's travel. Okay, so but if I print it, see, I think it should be printed because it's condition successful. If I put input as 19, it should be included, right? Or if I put 21, it should include as 19 also, because this condition says that if your money is greater than 19 and 21 is greater than 19, it should be printed. But see, it will not print because see, it will not print it, because whenever they see if condition is successfully tells the condition, then it will print only the if condition, not, it will not even look after if condition. Okay, but if I give instead of else elif, if I give only if, let's this also if, see, if I run it now, if I give 21, it will print both of the sentence. See, can you see that? That is the difference between if and elif. Okay, I think you got the idea. If any kind of question is there, you can directly ask in the community and in the comment section. We're going to write back in our next class with your comments and your question. Okay, so let's complete this task and we're going to see you tomorrow.